The whole world seemed to stop for a moment. The cameras of the fans at Incheon Airport captured an unexpected figure. His face was covered with a black mask, his hat was pulled low, and his steps were fast without a single HYBE staff beside him. But the army knows very well it's Jungkook. Not through the look in his eyes or the way he walks, but because of that aura, that charisma, that presence that despite being wrapped in secrecy still burns like fire in the dark. And now, unimaginable news shakes the virtual world. Jungkook left for America suddenly, without a public agenda, without official notice, without a statement from HYB. What the hell is going on? When the world was still busy speculating about BTS's comeback after their conscription period, Jungkook actually made a surprising move. A transcontinental journey that is not included in any official calendar. No concerts, no musical collaborations announced, no awards shows. In fact, there is only one word circulating wildly on various social platforms: panic. The army panicked. Netizens panicked. Even the Korean media is confused. The issue began when the biggest fan account on Twitter uploaded a 14-second video showing Jungkook riding in a black SUV in the airport area. In a matter of minutes, the hashtag Jungkook in America exploded and penetrated the world's trending topic. However, what was more surprising was not only his departure, but how he left, without HYB's escort, without a single official posting, and with a very secret schedule. This is unusual for a world-class star. In less than 2 hours, various theories began to emerge, from the most logical to the wildest and emotional. Some have speculated that Jungkook is meeting with a major Hollywood producer for an international solo project. But HYB's internal source was evasive and said, "We cannot give any statement regarding Jungkook's personal activities." That sentence, which sounded stiff and cold, actually ignited the wider embers of speculation. If it's just work, why should it be personal? If this is just a holiday, why should it be full of secrets? Some observers of the entertainment industry are starting to dare to open their voices, and among them are familiar names. Han Jae-won, a former manager of a famous South Korean artist, said that Jungkook's trip to America was very likely related to legal affairs or an internal crisis. "I have witnessed firsthand how companies cover up the departure of an artist during an internal conflict. They chose silence, because silence is the best protection from the media storm," he said in an exclusive interview. On the other hand, rumors of an internal split in HYB came to the fore again. There is even a surprising theory that Jungkook is considering leaving the agency. An anonymous insider wrote on the Pan forum that Jungkook has had several disagreements with HYB's management regarding the direction of his post-military career. His departure for America was not just an ordinary trip, but the beginning of a big decision. The statement immediately ignited a wave of unrest among the army. Is it true? Is Jungkook leaving BTS? Are these signs of a split? But in the midst of a wave of confused opinions, the emotional side of all this also appears. Some fans who follow Jungkook's father's personal account on the closed platform leaked that his father uploaded a photo of the airport with a heartwarming caption. Although the post was quickly deleted, the screenshot has already spread. "Congratulations on picking up your destiny, son. Whatever you choose, you are still my child, not the world's." It breaks the heart of anyone who reads it. This is not just a visit. It's a journey into something deeper, more personal. And amid a storm of questions, one other clue emerged. A fan camera in Los Angeles captured Jungkook exiting a luxurious glass building with a mysterious woman in black and an elderly man in glasses. Netizens speculated loudly. Is it his lawyer? Is it a career consultant? Or is it a family member? Many swear that the old man has a face similar to that of his uncle who once appeared in an old BTS documentary. But HYB remains silent. They seem to close their eyes, ears, and mouth. Furthermore, various wild theories continue to emerge. Some say that Jungkook is facing severe mental pressure post-enlistment. Others believe that she received an offer to star in a big Hollywood movie and is considering settling in America. But even more astonishingly, there are voices from the army itself who say that these are signs Jungkook is starting to let go of the idol world and choose a quieter life. Those words are chilling. Imagining a world without Jungkook on stage makes many hearts waver. But does he really want to disappear from the spotlight? Or is he just trying to create something bigger than anything he's ever done before? One anonymous account on the Ku forum wrote, "I heard that Jungkook has rejected the BTS reunion project planned for next year." The sentence, although not yet verifiable, spreads like a virus. If true, this means that he is not only taking a distance, but also making a big statement towards his future direction. It is no longer a golden magne that adheres to the agency scheme. He might be a version of himself, full of wounds, full of strength, and maybe full of resistance. But is it really just a career? Among the hundreds of comments on social media, one voice stood out from a longtime fan who wrote, "Jungkook lost something and he's looking for it back." The comment was like thousands of times and opened up a new space for speculation. Is this journey part of the search for identity? Or even more personal, the search for someone? Or maybe the search for love? The American media began to raise their voices. Billboard and Variety began to look at this silent movement as a form of personal expression from Jungkook, who has been known to be too controlled by the system. One article referred to it as a sign that Jungkook is shedding his old skin. One sentence that contains so much meaning. Meanwhile, Korean netizens began to question HYB's attitude of constantly shutting down information. "Why do you treat Jungkook like company property?" wrote a fan. "He is no longer a child. If he chooses to leave, that's his right. But you have an obligation to explain to the public." These voices turned into pressure, and pressure turned into online protests. A petition appeared, asking HYB to open an official statement about Jungkook's sudden departure. However, until this article was written, not a word came out of HYB. There is only silence. And from that silence comes fear. Fear that maybe this is not just an ordinary trip. Perhaps this is a new chapter of a story that we all thought we understood, but it turned out to be much deeper and more complex. Jungkook, with his silent steps, may be rewriting the script of his life. Not as an idol, not as an icon, but as a human being who is looking for direction, deciding his own path, and perhaps ready to lose everything in order to find what means the most to him. Those who followed Jungkook's journey from his teenage years in BTS to the present know that everything that the man with the full name John Jungkook did was never really ordinary. Every step, even silence, has a hidden meaning. And so when he suddenly flew to America without an official escort from HYB and without a public statement, concern was not just an emotional reaction, but a signal. Something is happening. Something the public doesn't want to know. Something that even HYB seemed to want to cover up desperately. Overseas paparazzi cameras began to shoot his movements as soon as he arrived in Los Angeles. But surprisingly, he did not head to five-star hotels as usual. He actually looks towards a hidden property in the Beverly Hills area. The house is not registered in the name of anyone known in the music industry. There was no sign of a set or recording studio. Netizens started digging, and in less than 12 hours, they found a secret property purchase document from a suspicious Korean corporation. The name of the corporation is being disguised, but renowned entertainment lawyer Yoo Dae-hwan revealed in his latest podcast that he once heard one of the BTS members was setting up personal assets outside of Korea as an escape plan.